Mark, good morning.
Good morning, Rob. Good morning. I hope I sound okay with the latest technology, but super grateful. I'm up here in the White Mountains, Rob.
Oh, one of my favorite places to be in the summer. I love going up to the White Mountains.
Oh, it's so beautiful up here. It's and it's that COVID positive. We talked about COVID positives a bunch on this show, but one of the COVID positives was people can work remotely, right? And they can live where they want to live, not where they have to live, right? They don't have to do what they were doing prior to COVID. So here's an opportunity to work and enjoy the beauty. So I'm up here. It's raining right now, which is fine because I've got some work to do. I was planning on working right up until about 12 or 1, but the mountain's right across the street, Rob. So I could get some turns in today, potentially.
Can you see mountains from where you are?
Oh, yeah. Oh, and it's majestic, Rob. And there's so many cool things that are going on up here in the White Mountains. It's worth a visit, right? Spring, fall, summer, winter. There's a new project going on called the River Walk. It's a fractional ownership concept right on the mountain where they're right on the river, and an opportunity to spend some time up here doing that. And the folks from Twin Barns Brewery, if people come up to Lake Winnipesaukee, they'll know Twin Barns Brewery. They've opened a garden concept in the town of Woodstock, which abuts Lincoln. So really cool stuff going on up here. And, those folks that are feeling like they're chained to their desk, they're not. There's options and opportunities if you kind of think through it a little bit more.
Okay. Yeah. Now, I've never been up to the White Mountains. I've been up in the summer, but I've never been up in the winter. And I know, obviously, there are advantages to going up every season up there, and that's what makes it so beautiful. And that's why you're making it work, right? Work where you want to live, and you're able to do that up there because you have an office there.
Yeah, so back in 2020, when everybody was rethinking everything, the Great Reset, right? We purchased a property up here, which we've created a mixed-use concept. And on the first floor, it's an office share. So many people know the concept of WeWork or Regis, or locally in Marshall, they have Work Local. Very similar concept where, as a business, you don't have to up and move. You don't have a huge overhead cost of infrastructure, but you have an opportunity to meet with people. You have an opportunity to have private calls. And, we joke a lot about it. It's like, who told you had to go home on Sunday? You've got calls on Monday. Where are you doing those calls from? Well, you could do them here, right? And we have a Zoom room, Rob. You'd enjoy that. Green background, soundproofed microphones, and it's like you are wherever you want to be with the virtual background. So it's a pretty cool concept. We're really excited about it. I'm excited. I have family up for the long weekend, but I can work this morning, right? So, we have a small place that we come up and stay when we frequent up here, but not enough room to actually be effective working. So I'm going to go into one of the private offices and knock out a really purposeful morning and then get out there with them. And it's pretty cool. I'm excited about it. Super grateful.
That's great. That's great. And as you mentioned, is the weather like it is here? Is it on the damp side?
Yeah, it's raining. So right now, they're not going skiing right now. I wouldn't be going skiing right now, but it's good because I wasn't planning on it, right? I have this, and then I've got a podcast at 10, and then I've got a couple of meetings and a closing. And, so if it was beautiful, I'd be kind of bummed right now.
Wow. Yeah, I suppose that's always the thing, when you were growing up and it was raining and you didn't feel so bad about doing your homework as long as you weren't there trying to work on something and you could smell like the fresh cut grass out the window and it was sunny. That was always the way with me. I didn't mind rainy days when you got to get work done.
Isn't that amazing? And it extends right into adulthood, right? I love the analogy for childhood because I know I smelled the grass. I smelled everybody playing wiffle ball. That was fun, Rob.
Yes, I mean exactly. Yeah, I mean that's the kind of things you would hear, and if you heard other kids playing outside, it was like forget it. You couldn't focus at all.